Today we are learning patterns. Our learning objective, or our learning goal, is we are learning to recognise number patterns by skip counting on a hundreds chart. To the Ausvels, I am teaching a level 1 class, and the Ausvels states to investigate and describe number patterns formed by skip counting and patterns with objects. According to Bobbis, recognising and creating number patterns is also fundamental to developing numbers concepts and relations. He assumes prior knowledge that the students need to have is a basic understanding of counting from 1 to 20 and to have an understanding of counting by twos and recognising that and recognising even and odd numbers. Today, Kota is my student, and we will be looking at number patterns based on the twos and odd and even on this number chart. So Kota, you have your number chart ready? Now.
Yep.
I would like you to highlight the twos. The twos patterns. See, yeah. Okay, just from these first two rows, can you already identify or see any number patterns?
Well, these ones all end in 2.
Yeah, what else can you see?
And those all end in 4. And those all end in 6. Those all end in 8. And those all end in 0.
That's good. Are there any other number patterns based on twos that you can see? No? What about if you look at the ones? Can you see a pattern involving the ones?
Yeah.
What can you see?
That they all end in 1.
Yeah, is there anything else? Anything else?
Yeah. And these all end in 3.
Mm-hmm. Do they also go up by twos? Would you be able to count by twos from 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. A misconceptions that students might have is that they may not be able to recognise or understand that the ones can also be seen as counting by twos, because if a teacher goes say counts by twos, they might automatically think 2, 4, 6 and not realise that they can go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which is also counting by twos. Another misconception that they might have is that they might not realise that 2 is added each time. So they might think, instead of adding 2, they might think 2, skip 1, 4, skip another 1, 6. They might not realise it's 2 each time that is added. A follow-up activity that could be used is to be done as a whole and have the class sit down on the floor and have a big numbers chart on the board and ask students one at a time to come up and circle either an even number or an odd number to see the different number patterns. Thank you.
Hi, today for my prep class we are going to learn about order. So the learning goal for today is to understand the order of numbers 1 to 20 and why the numbers are listed in this order. The Ausvels are sort and classify familiar objects and explain the basis for these classifications. Copy, continue and create patterns with objects and drawings, and compare and make correspondence between collections initially to 20 and explain reasoning. Okay, so the reference today is children need an underlying understanding of how the number system is structured and ordered by grouping and regrouping tens. Cobb, Yackel and McLean, cited by Bobbis. Okay, so the previous knowledge, students will need to be able to recognise numbers 1 to 20. The activity aims to show students why the numbers are ordered from 1 to 20 and that the lowest and highest number sequence. Misconceptions students often have. Students may not know why the numbers of 1 to 20 are ordered like that. Students may not understand how to put the numbers in a sequence if they are out of order, and students may not be able to recognise numbers when they are out of the order. So today, Sam, my student, will be given some lovely lollies to make the activity more authentic. So, she'll be given 4 Freddos and 2 Chubba Chubs. So Sam, can you tell me which number is bigger? Freddo. And so how would you order those numbers from lowest to highest?
The lollipops, because they're 2, and then the Freddos, 4.
Okay. So what if you had 1 Freddo frog and 2 lollipops? Which number would be higher?
The lollipops.
Okay. And how would you order those?
From
From lowest to highest.
So the Freddo frog and then the lollipops.
Okay. And then for the second part of the lesson, Sam will do a digital activity. Okay. Okay, so Sam is on she went onto the Osval's website, and then through the content descriptor, we have chosen an activity that suits her learning needs. So today, Sam, we are going to click numbers to 20, and previously she has clicked to order them from lowest to highest. So can you put those in lowest to highest for me, Sam? And then don't press it. Can you do another one for me, Sam? I see the yellow sun says again. And just one more. I would do this activity until the student understands or has started to understand how numbers should be ordered from lowest to highest. For a follow-up activity, I would do the same activity, but this time I would get Sam to order them from largest to smallest. Thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, to be doing Ausval's level 4, and the learning goal for this lesson is to help students to recognise different variables in story problems and to also represent them as algebraic equations. According to Ausval's, at this level, students are expected to understand and make connections between representations of numbers, partitioning and combining numbers flexibly, extending place value to decimals using appropriate language to communicate times, and describing properties of symmetrical shapes. Alright, so basically we're focusing on solving worded problems by using number sentences involving addition or subtraction. Alright, prior knowledge that is needed to complete the following tasks include fluency and recalling multiplication tables, being able to apply problem solving, including formulating, modelling, and recording authentic situations involving operations, comparing large numbers with each other, comparing time durations, and using appropriateness of numbers to continue patterns. Some common misconceptions include students may get confused when writing the equation and may mix up the variables. Okay, so to start off the lesson, we're going to go to Kirby here. Alright, now I've given Kirby a worded story, and Brody and Susan found some seashells on the beach. Brody found 22 seashells. Altogether, they found 37 seashells. Write the number sentence that represents the story. So Kirby, what do you recognise is missing from the story? What information haven't they given you?
They haven't given me the variables.
Yeah.
So I would highlight seashells, the number 22,
Yeah, well
and
done.
the total number of shells.
Awesome. Now I want you to just write the information that you know.
Okay, so S equals seashells.
Yep.
22 equals the number of shells Brody found.
Awesome.
And 37 equals the total number of shells.
Well done. Now Kirby, I want you to try put that information into a number sentence, drawing upon your previous knowledge from addition to help you. Alright, well done. So here we've got X amount of seashells plus 22 equals our total number of seashells, which is 37. Now, a follow-up activity I would do with this is to allow the students to make their own stories and swap them over, and they can also solve each other's equations to add a bit of a challenge to the task. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for
It's
listening.
been a
Sam.
Kirby
Keita
production.
But first, let me take a selfie.